Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a tag because it was created by my lovely friend Kayla from Cracking to a Good Book. I will link her channel down below. She's amazing. I will highly recommend you check her out if you like any of the books that I read, because she reads like triple the amount of books probably, and in the same vein, so you'll probably really like her. Before we get started, this is the, wait a second, let me just tell you the title right. Fave Festive Family Films book tag. Okay, and let me get this out of the way. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas. I'm pretty much a fucking Grinch, okay? So I'm going to do my best. Look at me getting into the Christmas spirit. Incredible. This might be going up a little bit late, but in here Christmas doesn't end until the 6th of January. So you know what? That's enough rambling. Let's just get started. First, Elf. What's a book that makes you smile? So this is pretty easy, okay? You know this one. I've said this a bajillion times. Sufficiently Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe. I mean, that's basically the reason why it's my... I hear the things every time that I move. That's basically the reason why this is my favorite series, because it makes me smile, it makes me happy. This series is full of joy. It has some dark moments, but nothing like too dark. So I freaking love this. I'm currently reading the third one and I'm loving it. It's just... I just want to smile all the time, so I'm going with Sufficiently Advanced Magic. The Muppet Christmas Carol. What's one of your favorite adaptations or retelling of a story? Oh my god, wait a second. If you've been here a while, you know. So my favorite book to movie, slash TV show adaptation is The Expanse. Yeah, this is the 5th book, which is currently the season that it's out. I mean, it's the 5th season and it's based on the 5th book. That made sense, right? But, you know, I love The Expanse. I can't help it. I couldn't have, like, answered all the questions just with The Expanse. So I'm just going to use it this time because I respect you. And I don't want to push this series through your throat too much, okay? But yeah, The Expanse for sure. And for a film, because I was going to choose a retelling, but I don't really read that much retellings, if I'm being honest. It's not something that I really look forward to. It's just like, maybe if I think that like it sounds good, I might read it, but I don't actively get out of my way to just read retellings. If I had to choose one, I would probably say House of Salt and Sorrows, which is one that I really enjoyed. From book to movie, Dracula, the one from the 90s. I freaking adore that movie. Holy shit, I love it. Then, The Grinch. This is my question. This is my question. Who is one of your favorite book villains? I think that I have talked about this fucking guy a bit. I think that I've talked about him in the last video also. Garpingyle from the Moontide Quartet by David Hare. Holy shit, what a fucking piece of shit. I fucking love him. Well, I will also punch him in the fucking face several times, but oh man. He's kind of this manipulator type of character. He is powerful. I mean, he is also powerful. He's a mage. And he would rather use his influence and his intellect than his, other than his magic. So that's a fresh take, you know. He's just not going like, pew pew, I'll kill you, that's it. No, he would rather just like deceive a princess and take kingdoms and such. He's a piece of shit, you know. He manipulates everyone and everything. He gets played a little bit in one of the books, which is something that I fucking loved, you know. Seeing him played, oh, amazing. But again, I really like the type of intelligent characters. I'm not one for just like brute force villains. That's so fucking boring. Intelligent ones, like Sudaji in the Poppy War. Then, a Spongebob Christmas Special. What was one of the first books you read in one of your favorite genres? I don't have the physical copy here with me because it was damaged, but Chronicles of the Tower by Laura Gallego. I freaking adore this series. This is probably the first or one of the first series that I have ever read in the fantasy genre. I didn't read that much sci-fi when I was really young, started reading. I started really read sci-fi when I was 13, 14. But when I was really young, I didn't read sci-fi at all. Holy shit, this is making me so nervous. But oh my god, I love this series. It's of course about a magical school. It's a tower of magicians, and one of the protagonists, who is the headmaster, has an invisible friend. Well, he's not kind of invisible. He's I don't want to spoil it, but it's great. I highly recommend the series. I don't know if it's middle grade of YA, but I thoroughly loved it. Then, A Christmas Story. Name a book you love that has won an award. Holy shit, do I have one of those? You know, I think I'm going with this one. I was going to use the 5th season, but I'm going to change this a bit. I'm going to use Vinti for Nnedi Okorafor, who is a Nebula, Hugo, and World Fantasy Award winning author. I was supposed to choose a book, right? Fuck, I'm going with it. I'm sorry, Kayla. But I'm going with Vinti. This is a sci-fi collection of short stories. Well, not short stories, novellas. There are 3 of them. I have only read the first one and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect, but I thought it was brilliant. The ending was great. Even though I saw it coming, it was still so fucking good. So yeah, I'm going with Vinti. I know that it had to be, but I'm just in this one. Also, try the 5th season, which is also amazing. It's a great blend between fantasy and science fiction, especially post-apocalyptic. It's also fantastic. So, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I don't know if I've said that right. What's a book you were excited to read that turned out to be a disappointment? Get ready for that video, but which is going to be the next one after this one, by the way. I wasn't going to choose like the number 1, but I'm going to choose the one that was a hard blow. I'm choosing Authority by Jeff Vandermeer, which is a book 2 in the Southern Reach trilogy. I love this edition and kind of hate it at the same time. Oh, I was this now. I'm having such a day. I'm one of those kind of few that really love Annihilation. I thought it was great. I don't need my books to give me all the answers, you know, I'm fine with having some mysteries. But Authority took that and was just like, I'm not going to tell you not even a story. Good luck. It was terrible. Like, terrible. It's not like I actively disliked it. It didn't make any sense and made me a little bit mad also. Because the last, I don't know, 50 pages of this were fucking great. Fucking great. Like, great. The first 200 pages were fucking torture. Like, it was so bad. So bad. I don't know what happened here. I knew. The worst thing is that I knew that it was worse. Everyone, absolutely everyone has told me that the sequel was worse. That the only thing you needed to read was Annihilation. That I didn't continue, but I continued. And now I can turn back, but still, I really love Annihilation. Authority was so bad. I don't even know if I gave it 3 or 2 stars because it was such a disappointment. But yeah, I will continue and read the last one because who cares at this point? But I will just do it when I can, but I read it with Rachel. I won't do it if she doesn't. Then, Bad Santa. Name a character who's optimistic or wants to help others. I'm choosing Devin from The Light of All That Falls, the Lycanos trilogy. He's like the good guy, you know. He wants to help everyone. He wants to save the world. He wants to save every single person, even the one who actually kills him. Like, he's about to kill him. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to save you. Because there's also time magic here. I wasn't spoiling you, you know. There's a lot in the series. But Devin is great. I'm kind of really enjoying this book. I have seen some problems, and I agree. There's some problem here with the pacing compared to the other 2 books, but still, Devin is a great character. I was also going to choose Holden from The Expanse, but you know, I'm restraining myself from that. But yeah, I would highly recommend this series, by the way. You're missing on such a great series. Everyone's just like, oh, it's so much like The Wheel of Time. It's not. It's really not. It's quite similar to Brandon Sanderson, like in the way this author builds the world and kind of the magic system and the writing style. He's far more similar to Brandon Sanderson than to Robert Jordan, in my opinion, but The Santa Claus. What is something from a book that you wish were real? Any magical school ever? Like, who doesn't want to learn magic? What kind of freak were you? I would doubt a bit if it was the one from Vita Nostra. Like, I will have to think about it, like, for a while. But any magical school. The one from Sufficiently Advanced Magic. The one from everywhere. I don't care. Magic school. Give me a magic school. I will... Give me one. Please. Just do it. Then, The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is one of my favorite movies, by the way. In case you couldn't tell, it's one of my favorite movies. And there's also one here. There's also another one here. And another one down here also that you cannot see because it broke. Yeah. So, The Nightmare Before Christmas. What's a book that's perfect to read in winter? So I'm going to choose a recent read of mine. Holy shit, everyone who recommended this book to me were so right. Like, you were so right. Thank you. Oh, I broke my nail. You were so right. Like, spot on. The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. This book is beautiful. This book is creepy as hell. And this book is just like winter reincarnated. Literally. It will chill you the hell out. There are some scenes where you can feel the cold. Like, it was so damn good. I will say that it's quite, the prose is quite flowery. And you know, like purple prose. But it's beautiful and it's scary. And I wasn't expecting this book to be that scary. I'm not like a chicken in the night or anything, but it was quite creepy. Like the perfect amount of creepy to be still, to not be considered horror or anything like that. But creepy nonetheless. Read this book. It's amazing. I'm so sad that I lost the hype train for this book because it's good. It's just like good. I already bought the sequel. It's up there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm so excited to continue. Read this in winter. It's the perfect time for it. What a book. What a book. Russian folklore, like fairy tales, but creepy dark fairy tales. Man, great. And it's actually set on Russia, by the way. It's kind of historical mixed with fantasy, but it's more fantasy than anything else. It's amazing. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What's one of your favorite creatures from a book? Is this technically a creature? I don't know. But I'm choosing the dragon from Phoenix Extravagant by Yunha Lee. It's a automaton dragon, which is a super cool concept, and I freaking loved it. Even though I didn't love the book as a whole, that a dragon I needed. Is it responsible for a slaughter? Maybe, but we do not judge that things here. You know, we government guidance in this list, like we don't care about that. Holy shit, the concept here, also how it activates, how it behaves, it's great. It's great. I'm choosing this one to just not repeat myself all the time. And let's just do the bonus questions here for a bit. What's your favorite Christmas holiday movie? So I have two. One you can guess, like Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm about to rewatch it this week because I fucking love it. It's just, it's, I can't help it. I love it. The other one, it's mostly for Christmas, you know. I really like to watch Die Hard. I think that's the name in English. I just really like it. It's such a stupid movie, you know, white dude killing other white dudes, but I love it. I love it. I'm about to rewatch it with my father this week, so yay. But yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. That's all I have to say. Then, do you have a favorite book to read around Christmas, the holidays? I'm too lazy to take it off, but it's down here. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I reread that book last year and the year before, and I love it. It's the thing that I do on New Year's Eve. It's really weird for me to go out on New Year's Eve. So what I usually do is start the Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle that night because I love it. But yeah, I hate going out that night. I don't mind going out any other day, but that day is just like stupid here. So the Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle is a weird one. It's a weird one, you know, but I will recommend in general, like, really weird fantastical thrillers like Rules for Banishing, Hold Back the Tide, The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, Dark Matter, something like that, you know, that it's fast and it's engaging, it's just, yeah, and also confusing. I love that. But yeah, those were basically all. So that's going to be it. Look at me making a Christmas tag. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But again, please check out Kayla's channel. I will again tell you that I have linked it down below. That's basically going to be it. Do you hate Christmas too? Are you like me, or you're just like a normal person? But yeah, I will see you next week, guys, because I'm about to record my most disappointed books of 2020 and the best books, which I'm really excited about. That's going to be all for today. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and you know what? I will see you in the next one. Bye!